But do you know who isn't colorblind other than me? It literally has nothing to do with fucking Amazing Grace. But
Amazing Grace.
I couldn't think of anything else. I mean, I guess you know. There was also, do you know who else goggles on these nuts? But yeah, I already. Anyway, last time we played through, Yune died, but then she came back to life because we essentially we ate the golden apple, right? You know, we ate the notch apple. We got fire resistance, we got regeneration, we got resistance, right? We got all the good stuff. Probably Yune and Sakuya. Either way, enough rambling on. Let's don the appropriate attire. Yep. It's been a while, I guess. And let's get into it, shall we? Considering that I won't be streaming on Wednesday and Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for like 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to log in.
ではこれより第22回聖アレイア学院文化祭を開催いたします。
I forgot how loud
皆
that
様
was.
どうぞお楽しみください。
It's louder than me. Sister Lily's voice carries over the loudspeaker as usual. We listen to the announcement, feeling revitalized, knowing the time has finally come.
Shaola! 今度こそ本当の文化祭だぜ!
And this time, her hat won't be burnt to a crisp.
ご迷惑をおかけしました。さくや、それは一個なし。同じ日付を2度迎えるというのはとても変な感じだね。
All of us are reliving the same day twice in a row, except for one exception.
いやー、久しぶりだなこの感じ。自分の作品が出せないのが悔しいわ。
Oh right, Rinka didn't eat the pie, so she didn't have to relive through she didn't have to experience Christmas twice. Now that she's finally allowed out in public, Rinka is celebrating this year's culture festival for the first time. Rinka wasn't there. Yeah, I guess she's allowed now. Even though... See, that's the confusing part, right? Because... Sister Lily was complicit in allowing Guido to blow up the school. And now that Guido doesn't want to blow up the school, I guess Rinka isn't that big of a threat anymore? I think? Because... I don't know. Hang on, did I... Everyone's been acknowledging her reappearance. Yeah, everyone's been acknowledging her reappearance from afar with wide-eyed amazement all day.
凛花の扱いはどうなるんだ?
How she allowed back when she was kicked out of them? By them? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
昨日リリー先生に言ったら普通に戻ってきていいんだってさ。なんかすげえあっさりしてたぜ。
Oh, okay. I mean, you I mean, like, are we just not gonna mention the fact that she beat up she beat up Sister Lily, right? Beat up is a strong word, right? I'm like, knocked her out, or God damn it! But now I'm confusing myself.
あなたたちの先輩だよ。この町の、じゃないけどね。
Leela. I'm sure she'd known what was going on as much as we did and passed it along to Sister Lily. Right, I guess she would have. With Watarase's plan to bring about the apocalypse crushed, there's less of a need to keep everyone under lock and key. I wish I could thank her, but as always, I have no idea where she might be. Dexter, I don't know why you're asking Bibu Hentai when she has chatbots.
じゃあとりあえず持ち場に散りますか。
でも、私は上映するだけだからほとんど変わんねえんだけどな。
Of course I had that random thought. Well, it's not a random thought anymore. You fucking posted it in the chat. What did you... It's not a thought anymore.
先輩、また時間が合えばご飯行きましょう。
Hang on, we only in your route, alright? This is Yune's route. Sure, Kotaha and Kido should come too.
了解。
Your thoughts are eternal. You do not use the chatbot to externalize your thoughts.
何を言われるやらだな。
And so we each split off, heading toward our designated exhibit areas. Except me. There's someone I have to see. Kotaha.
シュウ君、どうしたの？自分の教室に行くんじゃなかったっけ？
Yeah, I should, but before I head over, I wanted to thank you.
もしかして、昨日のこと？それなら気にしなくていいよ。私たちの方が助かってるんだし。
Be that as it may, it's not just about yesterday. Kotaha's been helping me out for a very long time now. The only reason I knew so much about Rinka and learned of Guido's plans is all thanks to you, Kotaha. You helped me so many times now, across several timelines. Yeah, but you're not allowed to
なんちゃ
romance.
ダメ。今の私たちが別れても、また会えるんだから。
You're not allowed to romance her until after. Bro. Okay, Kotaha. But I promise, I won't forget anything you taught me.
よしよし。今までも、辛かったんだよね。絶対に、うまくやってね。誰も悲しまないように。シュウ君なら、きっとできるよ。
It's crazy that he went to Kotaha first, considering that she was the last character out of the three that we had a route for. She taught me so much, cheered me on, and sent me on my way. I want her to know how much her kindness has helped me along, even beyond what she could remember. I promised I'd tell you everything when I finally succeeded. So, thank you. I mean it.
そっか。自分からメッセージを受け取るなんて、なんか変な感じだね。ありがとう、シュウ君。シュウ君のおかげで、私も、こうやって平和にクリスマスを迎えられて嬉しいよ。
If the after stories in all ages are not a thing, then they barely got together. Yeah, at least in Kirie's route, they got together, right?
頑張ったね。
They sure did. Hearing her say that makes me feel as if everything I struggled through was worth it. I mean, like, they got together earlier than in Kotaha's route. I'm filled with gratitude.
でも、気になるな。その時の私はどんなんだったんだろう。変なことしてないかな。
Nope, nothing weird. You were the same pragmatic leader as always.
なんか、目が泳いでるような。
At any rate, after thanking Kotaha, I head back toward my own classroom. Ten. I glance over at the clock hung on the wall. I'd always thought the lack of numbers was a stylistic choice, but I guess there was a reason behind it after all. 10, 3, and 4, yeah, that makes sense. After all, the mystery and the uneasiness leading up to this point, we finally made it to this day again, and I couldn't be happier. Everything's going great, except... You. What are you doing here?
言っちゃ悪いかよ。
Not exactly. It's just, I don't think you'll find my stuff interesting.
いやー、写真とはいえ、シュウが偉そうに個展開いてるのが面白い。
You're going overboard with the compliments.
まあ、多めに見てくれよ。私は出し物もないから、ロム線なんだ。
Rinka clearly picked up some weird words. I can't be bothered to correct her, but I just go along with it.
それにこの1週間辛かったんだ。逃亡者みたいな生活してたからな。ようやくお天道様の下に出れた喜びよ。
She says the girl who's been lounging around other people's rooms. Anyway, I'm about to head out.
あれ、そうなの？
Yep. I'm gonna see how Yune's doing.
ああ、はいはいはいはいはい。
What's your problem?
いやー、別に二人で楽しんでくればいいんじゃない？
Damn. It's crazy. I mean, like, technically she is old enough to call other people kids. The way she says it rubs me the wrong way. It's almost time for her recital, so she needs to practice.
ああ、そういやシュウが伴奏するのか？さすが音楽教師。
That's not my job anymore. I'm just glad I'm here right now as a student. According to Sakuya, I wasn't as close to everyone when I was a teacher. Besides, I only take up the mantle because it was the only way for me to get in here. I say goodbye to Rinka and head to the chapel where Yune is waiting. Makes sense. Yeah. I open the door to the sound of angelic singing. You'd think a song that powerful and dignified, enough to move the chapel itself, might come from a throat that, god damn it.
シュウ、準備はできたの？
Coming from a throat that couldn't produce a sound just a week ago. Would be odd if the teacher is close to a student. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's a visual novel, so, like, is it really? Yeah, I'm sure an exhibit will be fine without me. I'm sure my exhibit will be fine without me. It's a strategic move based on everything I've experienced thus far. Besides, this is far more important, considering Yune finally gets to perform her recital for once. Also, did you think about what I said yesterday?
うん。最後の時間はあれにしようと思う。
Oh, yeah? In that case, you need to practice.
今まで付き合わせてごめんね。でも、今回こそ最後だから。
Yep. I also want to thank you for all the help you've given me until now. With that said, I settle down in front of the organ. I place my fingers on the keys and smile at Yune.
私たちって本当にずっとお互い様って感じだよね。
Luda, Kanata, Toa, of course it's those three. It doesn't make sense if it was anything but them. Are you saying, yeah, but like Rushia? Is she not? Well, okay. I would understand if Rushia wasn't in Holocure. But, you know, I know, ever since the night we ate those apples. We went out to hang Yune's apples on the tree. That's when we witnessed a miracle, and then each ate our own apple. After everything we've relived, retired, and reflected on, our true Christmas is finally here. This day wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the two of us working together.
今まで本当にありがとう、シュウ。
Same to you. There's so much I want to say, but I'll wait until after your recital.
確かに。
Because I know we'll finally be able to congratulate each other on a job well done after today. We'll give it everything we can now, so we can greet tomorrow with a smile.
それじゃ。
Listen, seeing the 1226 will be a monumental moment. That's all I'm gonna say. Just good, just chatting. Okay, so the answer is no. He isn't adding Rushia in, which makes sense. Getting past Christmas would be good. Exactly. This is our final rehearsal. I reflect on the fact that there'll never be another reset ever again. Sana, what are you questioning marking about Sana? We do the best we can in the limited amount of time we have. What about her? Of course she's in there. It's the only reason.
それで1回目の公演はうまくいったんですか？
So what if she graduated? Bro, Coco graduated too and she's in there. The only reason Dexter, I know you live under a rock, but like, Jesus Christ, man. The only reason Rushia shouldn't be in here, in Holocure, is because she's a shit person. She fucking cheated on her husband the day of their wedding. First of all, right? She was abusive. She is... Okay, that is BS. Okay, yeah, I understand now. Forget how Rushia was. Here's the thing, right? Rushia, essentially, basically, what the main reason for Rushia quitting, retiring, was because she leaked internal documents to third parties, right? That's essentially what happened. And that's essentially the same thing that happened to Mel, right? And there's a conspiracy theory going about that Mel leaked the documents to Rushia and blah blah blah, and that's how she got retired, or that's how she retired or whatever. The main controversy started when a Japanese cover artist known as Mafu Mafu was messaging Rushia while she was streaming. And she still had the notifications on, so people saw that and started attacking both of them because idol culture is such a shit thing, and you're not allowed to date anyone as an idol, and blah blah blah. But here's the thing: Cover Corp defended her on those actions, right? But what they couldn't defend her on is when she started leaking internal documents and so on and so forth, right? And then she retired and started using her past life account, which was Mike Neko, right? Which was basically like Rusia, but slightly different. So it wasn't actually Rusia, right? And then she actually started to, well, she was dating Mafu before. They got married, right? And then here's why it's fucked up, right? Mafu bought Rusia a house, right? And for Rusia to stay, well, the plan was for Mafu and Rusia to stay in that house, but it ended up with only Rusia staying in that house. The day Mafu and Rusia got married, Rusia slept with another guy in that house, which is what makes it even more fucked up. And this all came out like a few months ago, right? And you know, she fucking left it as a pigsty after NTR IRL. Well, NTR implies that he was involved in it, but the only reason Mafu found out about it is because the other guy told him about it, right? Because neither of them knew that Rusia was seeing someone else. Jesus Christ. And either way, there's fucking legal proceedings going on about it. Why are people like this? That's the thing. That's the thing, right? Dexter, she's like this, all right? Don't say people like it's a common occurrence, all right? Yeah, she sang so well that I didn't even notice the pauses between the songs. After attending Yune's first performance, I met up with Sakuya in the shopping district for a lunch break. Eating lunch here with her here at this time is something I've grown used to. However, it froze. Is something wrong with the stream? Well, if she did it, it happened more than once. Well, obviously, but like saying people, like it happens on such a it's such a common thing that you can group an entire you can group it. How do I say this? You can apply it to a whole group of people. Cheating happens a lot. Though I'm referring to the specific example of what happened with Mafu. Right? That doesn't happen a lot. Cheating happens a lot, right? Even if it's still the minority, it still happens a lot. Right? I am referring to the fact that Mafu bought Rusia a house, and Rusia married Mafu and cheated on him in the same day. Right? There's other things that happened that I'm drawing a blank on, right? Like there was a time where Rusia's one of Rusia's pets died, and she cremated them, and the urn that stored those ashes was on the floor. Right? She didn't even put it up on a fucking mantelpiece or whatever the fuck. She left it on the floor. Right? And then there's some other things of like of like Mikineko / Rushia accusing Mafu of killing her pet. Right? That's a whole nother thing. And like, look, you can there's a ton of videos talking about this shit when it happened, right? On YouTube, and don't be linking them in the media share, all right, for me to watch. That's for you to watch. I've already seen them.
本番も週が伴奏やりゃいいんじゃねえの？
However, Shizalili was always supposed to be there during the actual show. I'm just the practice partner.
どうせなら先輩方2人のコンビネーションを見たいですけどね。
This is why I stick to fiction. I mean, yeah, she is a psychopath. She has problems. Rika, who has nothing but time on her hands, decided to join us for lunch. We each buy what we want to eat from the various food stalls.
こっちこっち。
前と同じではつまらないから違うものを買ってきたぞ。
なんですそれ？
味噌煮込みうどん。
Interesting.
もっと分けやすいもん買ってこいよな。
Okay, here's the thing, right? Udon noodles, great. Miso broth, great. Putting them together? I don't think so. Because, right? Udon needs thick broth. Udon needs thick broth so that it can soak up all of the good juices, right? But for a miso broth, which is pretty thin, I don't think it works. Because, like, here's the thing. Udon is not a light meal, right? When you get udon, you're not going for light. I prefer thin. I mean, udon is already thick noodles, right? So you already know what you're signing up for when you're ordering udon. But you can have udon with a thinner broth, but I prefer thicker broths. I mean, I prefer thicker broths with ramen as well, but that's skim-in. Kita was the same as always. I meant in anime girls. Yeah. And so we enjoy lunch together.
シュー
Over here, the two of us meet in the hallway following her second performance. Did you eat lunch? I ate with everyone else a little bit ago.
さっきささっと。
Although there was no real need for us to meet up, we decided to check out the various exhibits together. It's not like I had any real plans until later on.
それじゃあ行こっか。
Let's. Again, there was no real need for us to be here together, but I hadn't invited anyone else. Besides, everyone's busy doing their own thing anyway. Why do I feel so nervous? There have been plenty of times where I've been alone with Yune, but the two of us have never toured the festival together before. Also, we don't have udon in America, I don't think. Date time? Yeah. This is date time exclusive to her route, probably. The first out of all of the Japanese noodles, right? The first one I ever had was udon. Right? Because we have a local sushi train, right? Of course, you know what a sushi train is, right? It's a fucking belt that has sushi on it, right? You can order it personally, or you can just take it from the belt, right? They had udon, And that was the first time I've ever had udon, was from our local sushi train. And it was called, it was specifically called Sushi Train, right? And they closed down, and then they were replaced by a different sushi train place, right? But they're not it wasn't called Sushi Train. It's weird. Yeah. And so as we walk down the hall, we reach our first destination, which is Sakuya's room.
あー、人と服がいっぱい。
If only we got to see them.
いらっしゃいませです。ヨネ先輩、シオ先輩。
I had Maruchan yakisoba, teriyaki chicken, and teriyaki beef microwaved. Oh god. Fuck. Yo, things seem to be going incredibly well. Mannequins made by Guido, in brackets, are lined up in the middle of the room, adorned with colorful clothing. There's a wide array of different types of outfits, from flashy showstoppers to stylish everyday attire. We do have udon in America. Well, of course you do. What?
シオ先輩にはこちらのバニーガール服がいいと思います。ご試着はあちらで。
Excuse me? What? Are you trying to force feminize Shu, Sakuya? I didn't realize you were like that. I didn't know you were freaky like that. Not a chance. Not on this body. I've seen her exhibit many times, but I've never tried any of her clothes, given that they're all for girls. Kinya Ramen, Ninja Ramen, and Kome Japanese cuisine. The top 3 near me. Do all of them serve udon? Because 2 of them have ramen in the name. So like...
さくや、これは？それは踊り子さんをイメージした衣装です。ヨネ先輩でも着れると思います。
Listen, Sakuya. You better not be... MC gonna become best girl. See, here's the thing, Sakuya. You better not be trying to force feminize Shu every chance you get, alright? Because, like, I'll wear them, but I'm not... but I'll wear them, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. After Yune tries on some of Sakuya's clothes... Oh, okay. We head over to the atelier where Yuji's prints are set up. Hey.
おう、シュウ。あれ、ユネもいるのか？
いるよ。
デートか？
デートじゃないよ。
It most definitely is, Yune.
なんで疑問系だ？
It's completely normal for an unattached boy and a girl to check out the culture festival together. Yeah.
ユネは後で歌もやるんだろ？その時は聞きに行くからよ。
本当？ありがとう。じゃあその後にキリエのとこ行こうね。
なんつうか、同じ文化祭を2度やるってのも変な話だよな。まあ、今回のユネは声が出るようになってよかったよ。
We're way past my second time going through this festival, but this is the first time I've felt this happy about it. Because you aren't fearing for what's to come. Well, in this case, what isn't to come. I think the main reason why I'm so carefree this time around is because the day feels like Christmas and not like the beginning of the end. Yeah, like I just said. Plus, I'm able to listen to Yune singing with an open mind and soul. Are you really sure?
ユネさんも慣れたシュウさんとやる方がいいでしょう。私からすればお願いしたいくらいです。
In that case...
うん。最後、よろしくね、シュウ。
I mean, like, it has been the 11th time we've done this, so... And that's how I got to play alongside Yune during the final performance. Look at Discord. Why? What? What does it matter that you show me your fucking ramen places? I've been planning to watch Yune perform from the front row, so it caught me by surprise. But I'm happy to do whatever I can to support her. The last show is at 4, so 30 minutes to go. Dexter, you know you could just search up udon, right?
もう少ししたら入り口を開けるね。みんな来てくれるといいけど。
I'm sure they will. There's never been a timeline where our friends didn't show up. The only thing in doubt is whether I can play well. 15 minutes pass and the chapel doors are opened. Both familiar and unfamiliar faces begin filling the chapel, intrigued by this unusual art form. To be honest, Kyrie's movies attract a much larger crowd than Yune's performances. Soba and udon are exactly the same. They are not. She was right when she said it felt like she felt as if the people here have a hard time accepting a more abstract art form. And yet, despite all that, it's time, Yune. Okay, fucking... Let me explain it to you. Soba noodles are made with fucking buckwheat flour, right? And udon noodles are made with wheat flour. So it's not just that they're thicker noodles, they are completely different. They are made they're made using completely different flour. Yakisoba? What? Yakisoba is completely different as well. What? Yakisoba is just stir-fried noodles with stir-fried soba noodles. Like, you could use yaki udon, but it's just the same thing, but with udon noodles instead. Yes, did you search udon? Right, you looked at the images, you saw that they were much thicker noodles, right? It's like saying every noodle are the same. It's even worse in this instance, because at least if you were comparing soba and ramen, you'd at least get the... Dexter, I don't think you understand. Noodles are noodles. The name, the prefix of the noodle is the difference. What the fuck are you talking about? No shit, they're still noodles! What are you fucking talking about? There's a reason there is fucking ramen, soba, udon, fucking sukumen. They're all different noodles, bro! Fuck! I'm putting this in the VOD. I'm joking. Yeah, sure you are. I'm sure you were joking when you said udon and soba are the same noodles, but thicker. And the only difference is that one is thicker. It's time, Yune.
最後だと思うと緊張してきた。
This is how Yune expresses herself best. Through her voice and song. Just because it's not tangible doesn't diminish the creativity. Yeah, creativity involved in her art form.
張り切っていけよ。キリエ、そういうムードじゃないよ今。
ま、カツを入れるのはいいかもしれんが。
静かに応援してましょうや。
ユネが歌ってんの聞くのは1年ぶりだな。
先輩、頑張って。あはは。
The usual gang is here, but it seems to help quiet Yune's nerves. And maybe mine too. And her getting riled up is good for YouTube. Yeah, but you need to clip it. You need to clip the moment. You can't just keep it in the VOD. Dexter, you need to do your job as a mod. Now then.
行こっか。
Our breathing is in sync as we switch to non-verbal communication, just like in the art gallery. The rest is just like we rehearsed. We better hear this. All I have to do is go through the same motions as always, playing each song in turn. First song. What a friend we have in Jesus. Oh my god. Second song, Deck the Halls. Oh my god. And then the third song. But before we start, Yune turns to the audience. Don't you dare say that the third song is Amazing Grace.
皆さん、今日は私のために時間を割いてきてくれて、本当にありがとうございます。
Yune's speaking voice is a little different than her singing one. She shares her feelings with the sparse crowd, dispersed here and there among the chapel pews.
お聞きいただいたみたいに、私、ユネの制作は歌です。でも、メロディーを作ってるわけでも、歌詞を作ってるわけでもなくて、ただ歌って聴いてもらうだけ。それで本当にいいのかなって思ってた時期もありました。でも私にとって私を表現できるのはこれしかないから、聴いてくれた皆さんの心に何かを残せればいいなって思います。
It might not have been the most skillfully given speech, but her awkward way of talking seems to most accurately reflect her unorganized thoughts. Besides, what she really wants to say is,
今こうして歌えること、それもきっと一つの奇跡だと思うから。
it is a miracle. One built on a foundation of countless painful and unexpected circumstances. All of it led to this moment of this day, on this day. Sing your heart out, Yune. Sing so everyone, that everyone here, no, The whole so the whole world can hear your song.
最後の一曲です。私の声が翼を広げて、オーロラの向こうまで届きますように。
Of course, you're not going to see. Of course, we're not going to hear the first two.
アメイジング・グレイス。
Fuck you! Amazing Grace, in short, it refers to a wonderful blessing. Reverend John Newton was on a sea voyage when a violent storm threatened his life. The sea full of raging waves, his boat half submerged with the other sailors already throwing themselves overboard. It was only a matter of time before the ship capsized. And yet, even as deep despair threatened to take over, he never gave up hope. There is no such thing as God. Okay. He used to declare that so confidently, and yet, in his time of need, he prayed for the first time, hoping for a miracle. How can I, a sinful man, beg God for help after everything I've done? His heartfelt prayer, however, managed to reach the heavens above. His miraculous survival led to a change of heart, and he lived out the rest of his days as a believer. Amazing Grace is one of the many hymns he subsequently wrote. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. No. That saved a wretch like me. Fuck off. Why am I singing it? I'm not. I'm glad I'm not. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. The hymn is about the importance of prayer, which seems fitting considering the miracle of the apple that was bestowed upon her. Yune's heartfelt prayer saved all of us, including, of course, Guido. Thank you for guiding us with this to this day. More than anything, we want her to know how grateful we are. I believe that her voice will surely reach God in heaven above. Because her song, her form of expression, stretches out infinitely in all directions. I can't believe it.
ありがとうございました。以上で私の発表はおしまいです。
How fucking dare you? You didn't sing, Yune! You sang the song! And thus the curtain falls on Yune's recital. Relieved that I didn't make any mistakes, I meet Yune's glance with my own. The audience is gone and we are the only ones left in the chapel. The crowd burst into applause as soon as the last lingering note vanished, convincing me she definitely touched everyone's hearts. But another thought comes to mind along with the glow of satisfaction. It's over. Finally. The festival I've relived over and over has finally come to a close. There's an emptiness I'm sure anyone might have, given the circumstances, but in my case, it's like an abyss, comprised of multitudes of layers. In other words, it feels like I have a gaping hole in my chest. Yeah, how is someone dying on topic, Dexter?
シュウ、今日までありがとね。
Sure. Although it sounds like a goodbye when you put it like that.
はは。じゃあ、これからもよろしく。
Of course, there's always next year. And I'm always happy to help. Always happy to help out. Whitney Houston's mother. She was a singer. Maybe you should have started off with Whitney Houston's mother instead of The fact that she died.
来年。そっか、文化祭、これで終わっちゃうけど、最後じゃないんだもんね。
And we'll be here for the next. I have no idea how much longer this town will be around for, but we've got at least a year or two left.
文化祭までには展覧会もいっぱいあるし、私も機会がもらえたらいいな。
I'm sure you will. Your recital went so well. Afterward, we went to see the final screening of Kyrie's film, which was Koto Rangers. Who would have guessed? Once we heard Sister Lily's announcement, we knew the festival had ended without incident. Which means...
高野菜だ。今夜は寝ねえぞ。
Which means that we can finally see the gift that Shu wants to give Yune.
こっからが本番ってとこあるよな。
わかりますね。展示中はあんまはっちゃけられませんし。
ほら、シュウもジュース飲もう。
Sure. It's already 7 p.m., which means it's time for the Christmas party. But isn't the Christmas party usually... No, Yune's birthday party is usually around 10. Originally, we were going to throw a surprise party for Yune in the atelier. However...
なーに？ユネのパーティーは明日にしてほしい？
please. There's something I need to do today.
あたしらを差し置いてやりたいことってなんだよ。
The gift for Yune is the chicken's nickname. First of all, it's the rooster's nickname. And second of all, that's inappropriate. Alright? This game didn't even come with a age warning, alright? So...
私たちを差し置くことじゃないかな。
抜け駆けってやつだよ。な。
It pains me to say this, but you're not invited.
お、マジか。覚悟決めたんだな、シュウ。
There is an 18 plus version. Well, I'm not playing it, am I? Yet.
ん？さっぱりわからん。
シュウはユネと二人になりたいんだ。そっとしておいてやろう。
しょうがねえな、もう。私たちは頃合いを見計らって解散するから、あとはユネを連れ出すといいよ。
Kotaha, Giro. Thank you. Despite my selfish request, everyone's okay pushing the party back by one day. That's for why it's really so I can get a sneaky head start to a birthday like Rika said.
ほら、ユネ、ついでやる。しびれる歌声だったぜ。
My voice is tired.
それにほら、あたしにゃよくわかんねえけど、今日のために一番頑張ってたみたいだし。ありがとう。コトレンジャーもすごく楽しかったよ。ほんとか？なら次はユネも出演確定だからな。喜べ。
Dexter, delete that.
そうは言ってないよ。
However, just like always, whenever I make up my mind to do something, I get nervous about casually reaching out. I've survived so many life-threatening situations up to this point. So why am I nervous? Why am I this nervous?
あがっているのか。
Which doesn't let me anymore. What? Don't say frisky, okay, Guido? What? That's what I'm saying. It's Guido. I wish he wouldn't scare me like that.
ビビってんじゃねえよ、シュウ。男なら一気に言っとけ。
I never said I was doing anything.
その様子で自白、いや、告白しているようなものだぞ。
There was no need to rephrase that.
何の話？
Huh? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all.
めっちゃ怪しいリアクション。気になるんだけど。
男同士の会話ってやつだよ。
Yeah, it's just guy talk.
そうそう、裸の付き合いというやつだ。
Stop lying, Guido. Just stop making it sound worse than it. Just bros being gay. Yune's fed up with this.
まあいいけど、なんか私の方見て話してた気がしたから。
バッチリ気づかれてるじゃねえか。
No shit. Because you two kept staring at her. Suddenly, someone throws me a line.
先輩方、向こうで写真を撮ってくれるみたいなんですが、どうですか？写真いいね。せっかくだからみんなで撮ろうよ。
年に一度だしな。
A memento. I'm so happy that everyone's safe and we're able to celebrate Christmas like this. This day I failed to get it. This day I failed to get to so many times.
こっちこっち。リリー先生が撮ってくれるって。
Coming.
リンカパイセン、あたし高えとこ行きたいから肩車してくれよ。
しょうがねえな。
I'm so relieved. The scene before me is too realistic to be a dream.
よかったね。
Me too. I know Yuna, who's standing next to me, feels the same way I do. All the struggles we faced in the past timelines we lived through and lost were not in vain. Just like that, the party comes to an end, and the day is about to pass over to the next. I discreetly called Yuna over. Yep, like, why was the wind ominous? Most of the students had left for either the shopping district or the Christmas tree, leaving the courtyard empty except for us. The way the cool breeze ruffles Yune's long hair makes my heart skip a beat. Calling the girl you like out at the school courtyard at night seems pretty cliche, but it was the only thing I could think of. I just wanted to talk. I was thinking about how this is all finally over.
確かに、いろんなことがあったよね。本当に。
Struggling to stay calm while I collect my thoughts. We reminisce about the road that led us to this day. The first time we witnessed the town's destruction, becoming Anna from the time travel movie. Although Yune didn't really remember most of that. All the times we tried and failed to change our seemingly unalterable fate. And the hidden truth behind everything. It's really hard to believe that not even a month has passed since I came here. Well, technically, it's been...
そっか。何年も一緒にいたみたい。っていうか、実際いたのに。
It's been a little over 2 years, around that much time. There's a clear divergence between what we experience and what actually happened. Regardless how many times we've relived the same loop, the days themselves remain the same, so does it really matter? So actually... Dexter, what do you mean you can't delete your own shit? Interesting. Interesting. That is dumb. Hang on, let me see. That is dumb. Are you telling me that mods aren't able to delete their own messages? Like, bro. Discord and Twitch are different. Well, no shit. Discord allows you to fucking delete your own messages. Twitch doesn't. Which is like the dumbest thing that they let you do, right? Twitch used to. No, I'm not talking about as a mod. This Twitch doesn't let you delete your own messages as a fucking user. Now, mods can't even delete their own messages. I can't delete your messages. What the fuck is wrong with Twitch? What? Yep. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. Puzzled by my oddly meandering conversation, she waits for me to continue looking at me innocently. I had hoped to broach the topic far more naturally. There's something I want to show you, Yune.
見せたいもの?
I rummaged through my pocket before finding what I was looking for. I try to pull it out. Why am I failing so hard?
なんで慌ててんの?
It's stuck on something. Admitted already, you're nervous. I need to tell Yune how I truly feel. There we go. Here. I take out a piece of paper the size of my hand.
まっさらな紙。それがどうしたの?
I once found a list in the basement room with the name of every student attending the academy. This town was built around the academy. Only children deemed to be artistically gifted were allowed in, which necessitated an enrollment for managerial purposes, and thus why every person in this town is recorded on it. Artistically guilty. I left it behind in that room, but I made sure to remember one name. Yours.
私の名前?
She doesn't seem to understand what I mean. It makes sense considering her whole life she's only gone by Yune.
私はユネだよ。
Yeah, well, no, it is. But you're Japanese. And you have a Japanese name to match. It's probably faster to just show her. With that thought in mind, I unfold the piece of paper, spreading it out in my hand. I'll write it for you, okay? It doesn't matter. She's not going to be able to read it anyway. So we got her full name? Yes. And her last name is Watarase. Oh dear God, it is incest! It's just 2 characters. It should be no big deal, but I'm so nervous my palms are sweaty. Also, now that I think about it, I haven't written anything down in over a year. Yeah, you got that right. I show her the 2 characters written on the paper in my not very neat handwriting.
何これ。
These 2 characters spell out your name. I explain it to her since she can't read. Which is when she seems to catch on to what I'm trying to do.
わかった。こっちがゆで、こっちがねって読むんだ。
Right. It's not a very common name, so I knew it had to be you. Though the pronunciation remains the same, the kanji gives it a new meaning. It's something that holds it's something that holds all your parents' love for her. All of her parents' love for her. Both the you and the ne, it means something.
意味？
This is what I wanted to tell her. It's kind of presumptuous of me to explain her own name to her, but I want her to know what it really means. Yeah, but is it really presumptuous when she can't even read? It means a distant or eternal sound.
遥かな音。
Meaning, hearing what her actual name means for the first time. Her surprise is quickly replaced by a gentle smile as she repeats the words to herself.
ゆね。ゆね。ゆね。そっか。
Bro. She just said Yune 3 times. How can you distinguish the 3? It's an odd revelation. Without the knowledge of writing or kanji, she's always thought of herself as simply Yune. But, now that she knows the true meaning behind the syllables, she seems oddly satisfied. She begins speaking haltingly, her warm gaze reflecting the words she's trying to say.
もう顔も覚えてないけど、ママに会いたいなって思ったかも。
That would sound narcissistic IRL. No? Children who come here cannot leave, no matter what. That was the #1 most ironclad condition necessary for making this town. Yune and everyone else here are extremely loyal to their friends, while their ties to their own family seem almost like an afterthought. That's why I felt so happy when I heard her say that to me. You'll see her again. I'm sure of it.
やっぱり外にいるのかな。
She is. Everyone's families are still living their lives outside the Aurora. But you can still see them.
Huh?
She questions my confident statement. She probably doesn't realize it yet, but the Aurora no longer serves the same purpose that it once did. The person in charge of managing this town, Soichi Watarase, is dead. I mean, gone. Once you graduate, there's no need to let the town tie you down. There will be more freedom to come and go as you like. I mean, there's already an outsider like me here. And also the teachers, all of the teachers are outsiders. And also considering that you're a Watarase, that means you technically have inherited the Aurora, which means you are the sole owner of the Aurora. So, you know, that's the other point. I have no intention of supporting the town the teachers pushed so hard to create. And I want to expand the educational curriculum to include topics and things not found here. Even with all that, Sister Lily was still okay with me and Rinka sticking around. I mean, I don't think Sister Lily has a fucking say in what you're gonna do. Shu, considering you should be the owner.
外に出てもいいの？
Maybe crazy, depending how you say it. Yeah. You could, anytime. You could go see your family and come right back. And then come right back. Free the slave. Dexter, we're not doing this topic again. Alright? We already figured out that you would rather keep the slaves than free them. After all, I know how much this town means to you. Hearing that, she places her hand on her chest. She's probably overwhelmed by the extreme shift from the outlook she's had all this time, and yet...
嬉しい。
I'm glad to hear it. Her voice is so full of warmth and love, as if coming straight from her heart, that I can't help but feel joy. Oh God, this is it. I told her all the information I had. Now it's time to tell her how I feel. Just as I'm about to choose the right words to say.
シュウ、
Oh. You, yes? I stammer in surprise, caught off guard. I decide to wait until I hear what she has to say to me.
私もシュウに言わなくちゃいけないことがあるの。
Me? I'm more frazzled than I should be. As she literally took the words right out of my mouth. My anxiety only further emphasizes how calm and composed she is.
時をめぐるアンナ。
She suddenly blurts it out. The name of the movie filmed by the Academy's so-called alumni in Vokland. The Second Town. It's a film that holds a lot of sentimental value to me, for me as well as Yune.
私もさ、アンナと同じなんだなって思う時があって。
I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're a woman. Yeah, me too. We failed so many times, no matter what we tried. Just like she did. In response to my agreement with her, she falls silent, gently closing her eyes. Did I say the wrong thing?
そうじゃないの。そっちじゃなくて。
She looks off in the distance, as if struggling to find the right words to say. Putting my emotions aside, I try to reach out. I've repeatedly called myself Anna mainly because I felt it was the easiest way to get my point across.
私もこの町をあんな運命から救いたい。最初はその一心だったけど、気づいたら他にも大事なことが増えてた。シュウはいつも失敗して戻ってきたらその時の話を聞かせてくれてたよね。
Yeah, our little review sessions. The brief intermission between the next reset and reload. We spent so much time in that particular art gallery, racking our brains to come up with new methods of attack.
あの時、私が何度も同じ質問してたの気づいてなかった？
You mean where the bombs were planted? That question?
もう違うってば。
She snapped at me. Give me a break, though. I went into this not expecting her to take this long in my determination and resolve to go through with this. Jesus Christ. Give me a break, though. I went into this not expecting her to take this long, and my determination resolved to go through with this are in standby mode. Also, I still have a gift to give her.
私は何してたかって聞いたでしょ？
Oh, right. I remember. Yuna had no idea what was going on outside of the subspace while I was gone. So I had to fill her in when I got back. I'd assumed that's what she asked.
それだけじゃないよ。シュウが誰と一番仲良くなったかも聞いた。
Hang on. Why she asked? You did. It changed each time. Changed each time depending on who was our prime suspect.
うん、そうだね。誰が犯人かわからなかったから毎回聞いてたけど、本当はそれだけじゃないの。
Her peaceful voice, like a leaf fluttering to the ground, rests quietly in the short pause. That wasn't the only reason. Boseki Bibu is the official name. No, it's Biju. Bijou. Bibu is a nickname. That wasn't the only reason. With those words, I know exactly what she's trying to tell me.
街を破滅から救いたい。そんな気持ちもずっとあって。でも、私の心残りは、それだけじゃなくなってて。
Bijou is the first name, yes.
私のことを支えてくれてる人と、もっと仲良くなりたいなって思って。だからいっぱいおしゃべりしたけど、12月にいる本当の私はいつもそんなことを覚えてなくて。だから、本人に聞くしかなかった。
I'm such an idiot. It seems so obvious now that she's pointing it out.
卒業式までに告白をしたいのに、できなかった女の子の物語。それがアンナ。私は小さい頃から何度もあの映画を見てきたの。何回も失敗を続けて、ようやく告白を成功させるまでのアンナをずっと見てきた。私もアンナと同じなんだよ。
Yune. Her wavering voice echoes in the night air. The emotions I feel surging from her heart can be resonant with my own. Seem to resonate with my own. Is this really happening? The words I'm prepared for my own. The words I prepared for my own confession suddenly vanished from my mind. Yune is Anna's final regret. Yune is Anna, yes. You would like Gura the most, yes. Why? Because she is Gremlin in real life. What was your thought process? Because she's Senzawa, what did you expect? It's...
今までずっと私を支えてくれてありがとね。
I'm not
あなた
gonna...
のこと誰よりも大事に思ってます。
I'm not gonna correct you, Dexter. You heard when I said the Z and when I said the S. A combination of the same pent-up emotions that Anna and I had.
私、シュウのことが好き。ずっと一緒にいたい。
Yune's candid and clear-headed confession. The moonlight shining on her long hair gives the illusion of silvery butterflies fluttering in the night. Despite my amazement at this unexpected turn of events, my heart is filled with a rush of emotion. How can I most accurately express myself? I feel a pang of regret at my lack of creativity, whether through art or song. But regardless, who cares if it sounds clumsy? There's only way. God damn it, there's only one way I can tell her how I feel. I feel the same way. I love you too, Yune. That's actually why I called you out here. So I could confess that love to you. It's almost as if we could read each other's minds.
そうなの？よかった。ほっとしたけど、変なの。
We each laugh at our impeccable timing. And then, as if fully grasping the situation, we both freeze. Our eyes lock together. Right. Now's my only chance. Yune. There's something I want you to have.
それは？
It's not a ring or anything like that. Just your birthday present. That's right. The gift I've been trying to give her since our first loop, but never could.
これ、時計？
Yeah, it goes on your wrist. I had this feeling you might like it. The world always seems to end before I could give it to her. But this time it's different. It's almost tomorrow, and I wanted to give it to you before the day ended. I finally give Yune the watch. The time on which has never moved past this day. It's as if the time that stopped is finally ticking forward second by second.
ありがとう。嬉しすぎるよ。
So it's a watch? Yes, it's a watch. How symbolic of this fucking... How symbolic of this fucking game. Yune takes it with a huge smile and a hint of tears in her eyes. Seeing the emotions pouring out of her only makes my love for her grow stronger.
やっぱりシュウは、私にとってのサンタさんだよ。
As long as you don't mind a Santa that looks like this. A person who can cross over the aurora. One who can bring happiness to children everywhere. The guy who'd been mistaken once for Santa Claus finally has a special place in her heart.
今日が終わっちゃう前に言わなくちゃ。
The words that neither of us had been able to say until now. They marked the end of the day. And the beginning of tomorrow. May we celebrate this day together for many years to come.
メリークリスマス、シュウ。ただいま。
You had one job. How could you fuck this? How could you fuck up so bad? Happy birthday, Yune. I'm glad to be back. A far-off trumpet sounds out. The sunlight is finally dawning on our endless holy night. Fucking Merry Christmas with one R. How could they? How dare they? What the fuck? Is this the ending or the opening? Jesus Christ, you're loud. Quiet down a bit. Alright. Also, what the fuck happened twice?
言えない切な
Amazing Grace. It really was amazing, wasn't it? What a visual novel. Bro, I loved every second of it. I can't lie. Hang on, that the end of her route? Yes, that is. What? Yeah, you... Unfortunately, right, I can't even show the fucking ending because DRM shit, right? So it's better if I just skip this first. Alright, we're back to Amazing Grace. First of all, where's my fucking gallery, bro? Just because I haven't gone through Sakuya's route yet, I finished the game! Does it not count? It still doesn't count? Like, come on, man. It is much more of a mystery than a romance. It is. And that's what I love about Amazing Grace. Is that it was a mystery. And mysteries are my favorite genre. Start Sakuya? Well, I need to glaze the game first. Alright? Because I doubt that Sakuya's route will end differently from Yune's. Right? Either way, what a fucking phenomenal game. Right? I mean, it's hard for me not to compare it to Isekai, considering that that was also very heavily that also had a lot of mystery to it as well. Mystery are good. Mystery is more compelling. Ranking, Amazing Grace is at the top. If I were to rank all of the visual novels that I've played through, it would be Amazing Grace at the very top, followed by Isekai, and then... Are you ranking your VNs on VNDB? I haven't been doing that. But it's Amazing Grace, Isekai, and what would be my... Let's just stick to top 3, right? Top 3, my third place would be My Klutzy Cupid. Yeah, I would say My Klutzy Cupid is probably my third. Because here's the thing, right? Nekopara was fun, right? It was a bit too short, and it's more of a gimmick. You need the list. I do need a list, don't I? Unfortunately, I haven't finished Love Sweet Garnish, right? No, I mean, I finished Love Sweet Garnish. I haven't finished Sugar Sweet Temptation, right? SST. Love Sweet Garnish was... I mean, there's a reason I used Love Sweet Garnish as an example when it came to visual novel slice of lives, where it's fun to play in your spare time, but not as a let's play, right? Riddle Joker, I would probably put 5th, and Ars Magna 4th. Right? Riddle Joker was good. But there were still some issues. Right? My Tetsu would probably put 6th, right? I like My Tetsu, right? But it's got some highs, but it doesn't have as many. The highs of Riddle Joker are higher. Let me think again. Isn't there a VN we are forgetting? Well, if we go through the VNs that I've played from the start, you've got My Klutzy Cupid, Sugar Sweet Temptation, which doesn't count because I haven't finished it. Nekopara, Ars Magna, Love Sweet Garnish, Riddle Joker, fucking Irosekai, Mai Tetsu, Amazing Grace. Right? I mean, like, you can look. I've got all of the visual novels I've played in playlist form on both channels, right? Sugar Sweet Temptation, My Klutzy Cupid, and Ars Magna are the only 3 on my VOD channel, right? You've got Mai Tetsu, Amazing Grace, Irosekai, Nekopara, Love Sweet Garnish, Riddle Joker, and then on my VOD channel, you've got Amazing Grace, Mai Tetsu, My Klutzy Cupid, Ars Magna, and Sugar Sweet Temptation. So when is your next YouTube series? Dexter, I thought you... Did you forget that I said... Did you forget what I said about what I was doing with the YouTube series? These are the YouTube series. What break? The YouTube series is me streaming the game. Because what you should be asking is Patreon series, right? And that's a different question. That I don't have an answer for. Magical Marriage Lunatics. Well, first of all, I don't have the game, right? So, do I have the game? Well, that's the other question. I should have the game, right? It is 18 plus only. Yeah, I know. I gave you money for it? Yes. You did. Hang on. Yeah, okay, no. I have Magical Marriage Lunatics. Alright, so I'll play that eventually. But I still need to play Nukitashi. Alright? I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, no, I thought I was too. Either way. So you can play that on YouTube. I guess. I guess I can. Right? But there's a lot of shit that I'll have to cut out. Yeah. Nukitashi, I probably wouldn't be able to. But either way, thank you for watching. I'm not done yet. The stream isn't over yet. This is just for YouTube. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're not finished because we still have Sakuya's route to do. But yeah. I guess. See, here's the thing, right? Because I'm definitely with how this is going, I'm definitely going to be playing Master Magistrate as this game comes out, especially, right? Well, as this episode on the main channel would be coming out, right? So I guess the next episode after this would have been a Master Magistrate episode, but that's semantics. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in Sakuya's route. Bye-bye, I guess. Alright. So, Sakuya's route. That's the stream game, I guess. Dexter, also, by the way, Dexter, where's Why am I still in just chatting, huh? Either way, I think it is time. Best girl. It's time for best girl. I forgot that we had to kiss her. I have to finish this VN. Yeah. Let's hope that the after story. God damn it! I forgot that this one had lyrics. Fucking, just do it. You know the funny part? We didn't even kiss Yune. I can't hold back any longer. Not at this point. I can't stand to see her pain-filled expression 1 second longer. Even less so considering I'm the cause of it. It's best girl time. Sakuya. This is how I truly feel. The weight of time only the weight of time only she can understand. Knowing what she's been through, I don't have the confidence to tell her how I feel. As she said once, the stronger the emotion, the harder it is to express in words. I mean, yeah, that's the whole concept of musicals. Well, it's true, I decided to start over once again. My feelings since then haven't changed. It wasn't our relationship I wanted to reset, but I wanted to ensure you could keep smiling in this town forever. We're the same, Sakuya. I spent so much time with you, and was always close by. I never wanted to forget you. And now that I can remember my true feelings, I could finally tell you. I should have told her from the beginning. But men are cowards when it comes to this, when it comes to that. I like you. I love you. I have no intention of resetting this timeline ever again. What a fat load of shit that is. Well, that's the thing. Was everything that happened in Yune's route exclusive to Yune's route, including the part where you fucking save her life, or do we kill off Yune? I have no intention of resetting this timeline ever again, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll never forget you. I gently embraced the trembling girl. Her body felt so small in my arms. It's hard to believe she's been on her own for so long. We could fall in love like normal. We can still go to school. That's what you truly want, right? Yeah, imagine Guido's reaction. What happens to Yune now? That's what I'm saying. She seems frozen in shock, but she hugs me back even tighter, unable to hold back any longer. She cries out her love like an explosion after being suppressed for so long. Seeing her like this makes me painfully aware. Is making me painfully aware of her strength through this whole ordeal. Yeah, Shu just promised not to reset the timeline, which means that he's not allowed to reset the timeline. You're not dreaming. This is the final ending we've been fighting to get to for so long. There. And thus our roundabout confession of love. After enduring countless journeys across multiple timelines, it finally happened. That's a bit much. All of this is because of your hard work. Those subs make me cringe. Listen, Dexter, stop focusing on the tits, alright? That's right. If she hadn't locked me up in her room, if she hadn't dosed me with views, okay, that makes it sound bad. I'd always been trying to stop the apocalypse from happening ever since happening even before realizing how she felt about me. But since Guido could never accept that ending, he kept resetting time. Without Sakuya's help, this time loop might never have ended, trapping us forever. And if I hadn't come here as a teacher, we might never have formed the relationship we did. That alone makes me grateful for being here. The path I chose to take was absolutely necessary because I got to spend time with Yune and with all my friends.
先輩私生きてて生まれてよかったです
I told you to stop exaggerating. But that's how strong her feelings are for me are, and how long she's held them. She called her feelings for me selfish, but to me, it's an undeniable warmth that I'm grateful for more than anything else. I love the Sakuya who spent every day with me in her room, and the Sakuya who went to school with me every day. I love them both. Endo likes the sub in ASMR. What about this is ASMR?
こうやって
Huh? Sakuya?
ずっと一緒に過ごしたりはできませんかなんて冗談です。何事も永遠に続くことなんてありませんから。
Yeah, that was the biggest load of cap you hit. I'll never forget her casually spilling her feelings for me that day. We've lived through so many beginnings and endings, and this reunion shouldn't have even happened. Yet somehow we found each other again. And barring an unforeseen reset, we'll never have to say goodbye ever again. I squeeze Sakuya's hand in mine. I want to be with you, Sakuya. Forever. I never want to forget you again.
嬉しいです夢みたいで幻みたいで今にもまた忘れちゃうんじゃって思っちゃいます
Dexter, her crying isn't ASMR. It is not stimulating in the slightest. The S in ASMR Fuck. I won't forget, and I'm not going away. Not unless you want me to. And death warmth dwelling in her cold, trembling hands. This must be the future we've been chasing. AMR? Sure. Despite living through the same periods of time while choosing different paths, none of that changes our mutual feelings for each other. A perfect future that I rejected once. That perfect bitrate future. I'm going to get it back. Or rather, I promise to make an even better one for us. I swore to do so. And that's why I'm here. Sakuya, don't forget that everyone's watching us. Yeah, you're the one who kissed her in front of Guido. What do you mean? She enthusiastically leaps into my arms, sobbing hysterically. Everyone's watching us with concerned looks, still trying to make sense of what's happening.
義堂が咲夜の兄で、柊君が咲夜の恋人ってこと？
Guido is Shu's brother-in-law. I am now. That second part just happened.
先輩、好きです。
Meanwhile, Sakuya keeps rubbing her face against my chest. You're the one who kissed her in front of everyone? Exactly. How is getting hugged by her worse? She's not in the state of mind to care what others might think.
よくわかんねえけど、柊が煮え切らない態度だったせいってことでオッケー？ズバリオッケーです。その通りです。
Damn. Come on, I'm not that bad. There are some aspects of one's personality that can't be denied.
ということ
there it
ら
is.
しいけど、ギド
You can skip through like 3 lines. He looks at me, still holding Sakuya. That was the... Yep. And then the rest of this... Is it narrow-minded of me to feel slightly jealous? Seeing them act so close?
頑固な妹だ。
Just because they don't look similar doesn't mean they aren't siblings.
それはこっちのセリフです。兄さんより頑固な人なんていません。好きな人と結ばれて、私の気持ちは今とても満たされています。これをなくそうなんていうのは兄さんでも許せません。
I would kill Guido to be with Shu, is what she's saying. After carrying her cross all by herself for so long, she finally has the future she always hoped for. Me and Sakuya, ever since the instant our paths crossed for the first time. Yeah, you know the craziest part? Even in Yune's route, it took until the end of her route for him to confess to her. Bro. Oh no! Are you telling me? Wait.
そういえば、まだ一度も言えてなかった。メリークリスマス、シュウ。元気でね。
You need to hear that part again. Anyway, oh, who would have guessed that we had to reset the timeline again? I can't believe this. I've definitely never seen this before. What? We reset?
声だけじゃなくて、
How does this work?
なんで？
I mean, we already talked about it last time, right? Sakuya had to relive that year again. And it's even worse because now we're fucking dating her. So she had to reset the time loop to before he fucking confessed. Like a whole year before. He said he never go back. What the fuck? Yeah, but did you where is it? You forgot that he foreshadowed it, right? I need a fuck. Where is it? Where is it? I could probably just... Where is it? I scrolled back too far. Well, there was the option. A better future. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Fuck. God damn it. I skipped past it, bro. Yeah. And barring an unforeseen reset, we'll never have to say goodbye ever again. So he foreshadowed it. Anyway, how's Sakuya gonna react to this? She literally said nothing. Okay, bro. I guess we're gonna have to...
昨夜についてはまあ俺から語るまでもないか。
I'm not sure what you...
いつの日か兄さんと呼ばれる日を楽しみにしているぞ。
I made that joke before, Guido. Stop stealing my jokes. Let's not rush things. While the thought of having Guido as my brother-in-law isn't necessarily that bad. Oh, but there's still one thing I don't get.
なんだ。
Why did the two of you hide the fact that you were siblings? In order to come here, all students must pass an entrance exam measuring their artistic aptitude. The possibility of siblings being allowed in together is so rare. All I can think of is Cain and Abel. You didn't hear that. Still, though, there must be some siblings around. So why keep up the act?
ああ、そんなことか。
That is interesting. I was not questioning it, but I am
単純な
now.
話だ。俺たちも知らされていなかったのさ。
Really? Wait, what? I see. You both must have arrived here separately then, right? Well, I understand that, considering there's a 2-year age difference, but like... Really? They were separated from their parents at different times, making their upbringing completely different. To make matters worse, without a last name, neither would have known of their relationship unless a teacher explicitly told them. I mean, I guess Sakuya fucking dyed her hair or something. It makes sense that Guido wouldn't know that Sakuya wouldn't know about Sakuya until when he entered the academy.
俺と昨夜はチック。チベッタも別だ。それまでは会う機会すらなかった。
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Until Saint Aria, they were basically in different academies, essentially. More like that. It's... I guess... I kind of got that impression. So despite being related, you two don't know each other well, huh?
ああ。だが、なぜだろうな。妹だと言われて会うと、その時の俺にはとてもしっくりきたんだ。多分、あいつもだろう。
Like, how would their parents allow that? I mean, that's the other question, right? I guess their parents consented to bringing their children here or something. I don't think there's any other way that this would be allowed. You two seem pretty close.
2年後にアレイヤに入ってくるとはいえ、それまでずっと他人だった俺たちだ。特に言う必要もないと判断した。
It was a big shock to me. Although, now that I know, it's impossible for me to unsee the two of you as brother and sister. Felt mean you were forced to forget. Yeah. They seem so comfortable together. Even with their 2-year age difference, Sakuya seems to have stepped into the role naturally. I mean, yeah, they all forgot their memories outside of the Aurora, right?
結果として あいつにばかり重荷を背負わせてしまった。あいつは自分も償うと言って聞かなかったが、元を正せば俺のエゴ以外の何者でもない。
Gito. The two of them are just like me and Yune, bound by fate to travel through time and relive the past. It's an experience we can both relate to despite our different motives.
なんだ、嫉妬か、シュウ。
It's not that I'm not jealous, but
なら、俺の元からあいつをひっぺがしてみるんだな。難しくはないと思うぞ。
don't say that you have to beat him in chess. I'll do my best. I can't let Sakuya get this conversation, I think to myself.
幼児もあまり変わらない様
Alright,
子だ
and
った
then the rest of this is
自分の知らないところで何か
blah
が
blah
起こったこと
blah.
は察していたようだが。
What do you mean slavery is bad? Wait, that has nothing to do with what he said. Yep, I'm gonna see how Sakuya's doing.
ああ、はいはいはいはいはい。
What's your problem?
いや別に二人で楽しんでくればいいんじゃない？
The way she says it rubs me the wrong way. You know, Sakuya has her own exhibit, right? She makes amazing clothes, much better than my shabby photos.
うん、はいなはいな、いってらっしゃい。
You're so annoying. I say goodbye to Rinka, who's pissing me off more and more with each word, before heading to Sakuya's room. Is the rest of this unique?
先輩、昨夜はここにいます。
I mean, any interaction between Sakuya and Shu should be unique. Sakuya, I know, I get it. Everyone's watching us. As soon as she spots me, Sakuya's entire demeanor changes. While it makes me happy, it quickly makes us the center of attention. Getting a lot of visitors.
はい。それに皆さん試着してもらったり、作った甲斐があるというものです。
You like Rinka? Of course I do. Mannequins made by Gito are lined up in the middle of the room, adorned with colorful clothing. Don't tell him to put on a fucking bunny suit, alright? There's a wide array of all different types of outfits, from flashy showstoppers to stylish everyday attire. You must really love making clothes if you kept doing it, even in hiding, huh?
シュウ先輩にはピンとこないかもしれませんが、我々は作ることをやめられない人種なのです。
So you like Rinka and Sakuya, you are two-timing. Listen, alright? Threesome. She really takes after her brother. Really takes after her brother. Yep. Her smile quickly returns to her face as she continues.
それじゃあ、さっさん、行きましょう、先輩。
Two-timing? It's not two-timing if they both know that I want to, you know, the other. Sakuya wouldn't like a threesome. Tanquats, you joined in at the wrong time. I just ended stream and I hear about Endo 2-timing. No? You sure? There's still lots of people here.
良いのです。こういう時のために召使いを呼びました。
You have a what? Yeah, what?
おーい、ちょうど来ました。私の代わりに接客をお願いします、兄さん。
召使いがどうこうと聞こえたが。
It's Gito, who's completely in Sakuya's debt after everything that happened. I feel a little bad for him. I don't. Sakuya has lived through 18 years of the same year. You sure?
私はシュウ先輩とよその展示を回ってきます。なので、お留守番を頼まれてほしいです。
それは別に構わんが。
Gito shoots me a calculating gaze, as if evaluating me.
妹をよろしく頼んだ。
I don't need your approval, alright, bro?
やっぱり文化祭といえばカップルで歩くべきだと思うんです。
Yeah. I guess it's got the, I guess it's got that atmosphere to it. Sakuya, who is no longer holding back her affection for me, is walking around in broad daylight with her arm entwined with mine. Bro, I didn't realize how much of a dere she was. You know, Sakuya, culture festivals in the outside world are way flashier.
わお、露骨な話題そらしですが乗ってあげます。派手というと
Wow. The quality of the work on display isn't anywhere near as high as here, but the classrooms and stuff have way more decorations. At least I stay loyal to Kyrie and choose one anime girl per VN. Nah. Plus there's performances and food stalls. Each class gets one shop. I'm pretty sure I participated last year at my old school. I go on to describe a typical culture festival.
はあ、クラス単位でやるんですね。それも面白そうです。
Yeah, I had to experience the same culture festival 4 fucking times in Love Sweet Garnish.
それに装飾っていうのもクリスマスだからってことじゃなくてですよね。
Right. They usually happen in the fall. And such, fall is also known as the season of the arts. Though I assume it's not the same here. Art takes the main stage here, all year round. And though I know there's plenty of different fun to be had in the outside world.
そういうのもやってみたいです。来年は頼んでみましょうか。
You might very well get it. It feels wrong. Jack something to another character in the same universe. Bro, in Hoyoverse games, I do it with all of the female characters, including the NPCs. What do you mean?
それに先輩が通ってたっていう学校も気になります。
My school? It's pretty average, honestly. But I guess that doesn't mean much to you.
学校はどうでもよいのですが、先輩のご友人とか。
Listen, when it comes to games that have multiple waifus in it, it's all of them, and I'm loyal to like one or two, right? Like if in the hypothetical situation of one of the characters in the game, right? If one of the characters in Genshin became real, which one would I prefer to marry? And my answer is Kaching. Or Farina, that's the problem. Listen, Farina's got a lot. Farina's hentai is a lot better than Kaching's, alright? Because she's the Archon. And because people like her more than Kaching. Listen, St. Quartz. I would be... Yeah, 3... I mean, I don't know how I feel about Electrocharge, but... Never mind. My friends? I chuckle, parroting her question back. She seems unexpectedly serious.
どういう方がいたのかなとか。
I don't know. Pretty normal though, again. I guess describing them as normal is kind of strange. Everyone here is so unique that I'm not sure how else to describe them. At the same time, everything in this town is normal to the people who live here. I see Electrocharged. Hey! They're the ones who brought up a threesome. Okay? what did you expect with Kaching and Farina? Like,
女子もいたのかなとか。
uh-oh. She heard me talking about Genshin characters. Most classes have about 50-50 split.
ああ。
Nekomiya is my best girl and waifu in ZZZ. Okay, see, that's the thing. ZZZ, my waifu is a lot more, see, here's the thing, right? I'm a lot more loyal to Ellen in ZZZ than I am to any of the other characters. You're dead. So that's what you're getting at. I finally unearthed the real reason behind all her questions. She's jealous. There's no need for you to worry. The only girl for me is you, Sakuya, and Yune, and Kotaha, and Kyrie, but the only one... This is the funny part, right? The only romance route, technically... no, technically, Sakuya hasn't seen Shu get with any of the characters, right? But present video and good audio. I don't have a problem on my end. I know what to tell you. So, God damn it.
本当ですか？実はオーロラの外に将来を誓い合った幼馴染がいたりしませんか？
No. Not when they were kids. Shu just confessed to Kyrie, Kotaha, and Yune in different timelines. Nope. How do you even know about that kind of corny promise anyway?
昨夜は心配なのです。こんなに魅力的な先輩はきっと外でもモテモテ。
I kind of want to brag a little, but I should probably stick to the truth. No matter how deep she buried her feelings for me, her love never wavered. Knowing that is oddly comforting. It's fine we didn't get with the guy character Sakuya. Oh, okay.
ユネ先輩、誕生日。
Birthday.
ありがとう。みんないつの間に。あれ？
She looks at me, clearly confused. We've relived the same period of time over and over. But there's one thing I never told her about.
驚いてくれたようでよかった。だってこんなの初めてで。もうシュー。
I feel like Nekomata should be a flame character. It goes well with her personality. I mean, physical makes sense. Cat claws. Yeah, exactly. If I told you, then it wouldn't have been a surprise. I hand her a pocket watch along with the other gifts that everyone else carefully picked out for the special occasion.
昨夜からはユネ先輩にぴったりのニットです。しかも受けを狙わず普通に着れるやつです。
Are we going to give her the watch? We just did.
あ、かわいい。オフショルなんだ。はい。雪の日はおそらく冷たいので、何かアウターを羽織ってください。
おい待って昨夜、お前のが一番いいやつなんだから最後にしとけって。
もう渡してしまいました。
私のは手作りじゃなくてごめんね。ユネが前にお店で見てたオルゴール。
あれ高かったのに悪いですよ。
もらっておいて。 こんなことくらいでしか私たちはユネに感謝ができないし。
Everyone was given a brief explanation about the miraculous apples. While it may have been a little hard for them to understand considering how outlandish it sounds, they at least got that Yune made the most significant sacrifice here.
これは俺から。ユネの好みに合うかわかんねえんだけど、店長がおすすめしてくれたから。
かわいい妖精さんみたい。ありがとう。
Dexter, stop.
私のは押し花だ。手作りだから下手っぴだけど勘弁してくれよな。
Why are you talking about Bibu?
俺からは現金だ。
私からも現金。
いやちょっと待て待ちなさい。
She's completely flustered, which is very like her.
どうした？
こんなのいきなり渡されても受け取れないです。
だってよキリエ。
マジ？ショック。キリエのはいいの。問題なのは後の2人。
何がダメなんだ？
お金をもらうのはなんかこう違うじゃないですか。
Don't be like this, Yune. I've heard this fucking argument before. Fuck off. Giving money is the best form of present, bro. What is better than giving money to someone? What? I don't know what I'm going to give my... Wait, it's my friend's birthday coming up and I want to give him a gift, but I don't know what to give him? Money! It's just that simple. Fucking gift card. This is what I hate. Every fucking time I keep seeing people, like, instead of giving money, they give fucking gift cards. Like, bro... Giving money is the most flexible form of a present you can give someone. Giving a gift card is so restrictive. Anyway, that's my rant.
そうは言っても、昨日今日で用意できるものなど限られているからな。
なあ。
なんつうか、やっぱ似た者同士っすよね、二人とも。
Money good, then they can get what they want. Exactly. What about Visa? What about Visa?
昨夜の苦労がわかるよ。
一応ユネを模したチェスの駒を作ってはきたんだが、今にしてみるとクオリティがどうもな。
そういうのが欲しいんですよ。っていうかめちゃくちゃよくできてるし。
Visa prepaid card. Dexter, you do realize that people can deposit money into their own card, right? Wow, what the heck? It looks just like her.
私も一応外で買ってきたこのアクセとかならあげられるけど。
I prefer Visa. Of course you do. You don't like going outside, of course. That sounds like a nice gift.
兄さんが凛花先輩と喧嘩した理由、なんとなく分かった気がしました。
And so the Christmas party was a roaring success, with Yune being the star of the show. She didn't even accept the money. The party was in full swing when, around midnight, we slipped away from the crowd around the tree.
はあ、高野菜楽しかったですね。
And then they fuck. Yeah, that's the first time I got to enjoy it. Second time.
ですです。今までは先輩と兄さんがどうするのか気が気でなくて。
Although I've experienced the Christmas party several times before, this is the first time I've done so without incident. Sakuya,
はい。
I'm sorry for bringing this up again, but please just listen. All this time until now, why didn't you just tell me what was going on, so we could work together instead of going at it alone? Sakuya's ideal scenario was for the town to be destroyed without casualties. While it's a far cry from what Yune and I hoped for, I might have understood if she offered an explanation.
シュウ先輩がシュウ先生だった頃に一度だけ。
You mean before we ate the apples?
はい。でも信じてはもらえませんでした。当然だと思います。それにその話をすればシュウ先生はなおさら町を守ろうとしてしまいました。失敗です。
When we stopped the apocalypse, Gita reset time. Of course that would be a failure. Why didn't you try when I was a student?
そんな虫のいいことできませんよ。私が私の勝手で先輩の記憶を奪ってるのに、その上協力しましょうなんて一度伝えたらバレちゃいますしね。それに私はやっぱり怖かったのかもしれません。先輩に拒否されるのが。だから私臆病なんですよね。結局まともに告白できたのも1回だけで、シュウ先輩の後輩としての昨夜、私にとってはそこが何より居心地よくて、だからそれは最後まで壊したくなかったんです。全部言い訳ですけどね。はい。
She tries to laugh it off by playfully sticking out her tongue, but I can tell how sincere she is. Although this time she's truly cared for. She's truly cared for me. I'm a coward too. I never pressed Yune for the truth until the very end, probably because I was afraid of what she might tell me.
先輩。
So in the end, it took all the courage I had to eat the red apple and send us back. I planned on taking Yune's place, who was fading away. At the time, I didn't care if I disappeared or not. In fact, I wanted to. So what if I vanished into thin air? Yune, who'd rotted away as a bow, was reborn as an arrow. I could theorize what might happen to me, but I didn't know for sure. But then a miracle happened. The golden apple chose us, including Yune and Sakuya. What I dealt with is nothing compared to these goddesses who suffered through heart-rending loneliness for so long. A future without their salvation is downright wrong.
ヨネ先輩もシュウ先輩もいなくなるなんてダメです。絶対に嫌です。
Thanks. So, like, you know, Sakuya, I mean, like, if Yune's down for it, threesome? I didn't say that.
シュウ先輩が無事なのもきっと先輩がサンタさんだからですよ。これは頑張ってきた先輩へのクリスマスプレゼントなんです。
You almost made me think you forgot.
私を探しにやってきたサンタさんですもんね。
God damn it. She pokes her cheeks with her finger, grinning mischievously. There's no way I can resist that smile that Gito wants me to protect with my life. Sakuya.
はいはい。
Unable to hold back any longer, I impulsively hug her. I'm just glad we're alone.
嬉しいです。先輩。あったかい。
Oops. I'm sorry, I didn't notice until now.
いいんです。先輩は今こうしていてくれるんですから、これが昨夜にとっての全てなのです。先輩、大好き。私はもう続婚のメロメロです。
That's an oddly archaic expression, Sakuya. The town's lexicon all originated from their teachers, but who would teach them something like that?
でも、私は幸せすぎて怖いです。
She says before stepping back.
見えますか？先輩、オーロラです。
I can see something, but you know, the aurora it may be covered by a text box and a skirt. She steps back against the crystal wall with a smile. Her face illuminated by the moonlight looks as ethereal as a melting snowflake.
この大きくてちっぽけな壁が今まで私たちの距離を阻んでいました。
Dexter, if Kyrie was wearing her shirt like this, you wouldn't be calling her a slut, would you? With me on the outside and her inside. I want to see her. Never mind. The distance between us never got smaller, even after I came here. Being on opposite sides, we passed with one S each other by, sometimes colliding, but always the farthest apart, despite how close we appeared to be. Still,
今はもうこの壁も怖くありません。先輩がこのオーロラの向こうに行ったって、私たちは繋がっていると信じられます。
I feel the same way. I told you it was tiny once, didn't I?
はい。私にとってオーロラは本当にただの壁となりました。頑丈かもしれないですが、私の愛は引き裂けません。
Knock knock. She softly bangs the aurora, as if knocking on the door, and it stands firm as if in defiance. Are they that close to the aurora? Jesus.
でも私は今もちょっと信じられません。リンゴが見せている長い夢なんじゃないかって思ってしまいます。最初にやり直したことも、何度も失敗したことも、こうしてシュウ先輩と一緒にいられることも、全部。
Just wait until she finds out she isn't even real. Her face is filled with fear and anxiety, just like she looked that one day. All I want to do is hug her and protect her from those feelings in a way I couldn't before.
兄さんを止めて、シュウ先輩と結ばれたい。とても欲張りでわがままな願いでした。でもそれが叶っているのが今です。何年も祈っていました。ですけど、本当に実現するなんて思わないじゃないですか。
For Sakuya, she's relived countless entire years in order to get to this point. Like Monica? Sure. The future where the snake can finally stop eating its own tail is finally in her grasp.
普通じゃありえないことが起こりすぎて、いつ目が覚めてもおかしくないなって。
You're worried?
はい、不安です。昨 昨日は眠るのも怖かった。起きたら元に戻っていそうで。
I felt the same way.
先輩も。
Of course. We've both lived through such bizarre experiences. And now I feel so happy to be with you. I feel so happy to be with you that it's almost terrifying. I feel like the only way this could be possible is if it were just a dream. Guys, Yune is Sayori. Kotaha is Yune. I mean, is Yuri. Alright?
夢。そうですね。先輩はルソーの夢という作品を覚えていますか？
The jungle painting.
そうです。いつか私が引き込まれるって語った作品です。
God damn it. Hang on. Just when I thought we wouldn't have to see this painting again. The Dream. The painting by Henry Russo.
ジャングルの中、一人寝そべる裸の女性、見え隠れするライオンやヘビ使いたちの顔。見ただけじゃ意味がわかりませんよね。
Listen, all I'm saying is that lion looks like he's on some shit. To make matters worse, there's no promise of an attribute to help the viewer out. I mean, I can think of an attribute. That's why Russo wrote a poem describing it. I remember Sister Lily mentioned that. Okay, well, I can bring it back up, I guess. Peacefully sleeping Jadwiga in the midst of an exquisite dream. Here's a... Well, I guess we'll never see it again.
技術的に優れているわけでも、デッサンが整っているわけでもありません。ですが、そこには見る人を釘付けにする魔力があります。
I guess we'll never see it again.
美術回廊にあるレプリカでさえ、です。
Memories of standing behind Sakuya and admiring that painting come to mind as she talks. Watch the painting come back, god damn it.
あの絵は1910年、ルソーの晩年に制作されました。デュシャンが泉を発表する7年前です。この町にある作品の中では、極めて最近のものであると言えます。数少ない許されていたモダンアートの一つ。本物はニューヨークという場所の博物館にあるそうです。私は知りませんでしたが、大きな都会みたいですね。
Yeah, it's just a place. There's just this random place. It's called New York. You know how it is.
でも、ルソー本人は実際にジャングルを訪れたことなんてなかったそうです。他にも多くのジャングルを描いているのに。ですが、だからきっとあれは夢なのかなって思いました。
All of this is just pure speculation. Sakuya points out that enigmatic painting is steeped in mysteries and will remain so forever.
実際に私たちが見る夢だって理不尽なものが多いと思います。ですが、それは想像できる範囲でしかなくて、この街で起こることなら私も夢を見られます。でも、この外はそうじゃないです。私はルソーみたいに見たことのない景色は描けない。 だから私はあの夢を、本物の夢を見たい。
The dream that exists here is a fake, a pictorial imitation of a scene that never existed. The original exists far beyond the aurora and across the ocean.
そしたらきっと、私は今が現実なんだって証明できる気がします。先輩、私をこのオーロラの外に連れてってくれますか？
She asks me, scared yet gathering all the courage she has. My response feels so natural, like I was expecting this from the start. Of course I can, Sakuya.
ありがとうございます、シュウさん。
And thus, the captive princess beams at me with that same smile she showed me, well, once holding me captive. It's a glow more dazzling than I ever thought I'd see on her face.
もう話さないでくださいね。
And so the two of us together begin our journey over the aurora.
メリークリスマス。
And this time, there were 2 R's. So at least they didn't typo it twice, you know? I'm not doing that again. Where's the fucking... Just ditch Sakuya after leaving the town. I ditch you after leaving the town. Where is the space in between, bro? Fuck you. Where's my gallery? What's the resume function?
ではこれより第22回聖アレイア
Shut up. I finished the game. Apply the 18 plus patch. Okay, that's the next question. Gimme, where is it? But anyway, I love Sakuya, and this ranking, God damn it, not that. Got that. This ranking yeah, no. I think it's perfect for me. Sister Lily, Ranka, Otaha, Kira, Yune, Sakuya. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a follow would be appreciated. If you want to support me even further, you could always subscribe. And that's the same thing for the YouTube frogs. Next stream will be in 2 days, and like I already said before, I'll already be playing Master Magistrate by the time the ending of this game comes out. So I guess I'll see you guys in Master Magistrate. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.